Alright everybody, Breezy Obs here again. And it's now time for a different video that's not a gameplay. This is a video that a lot of people have been wanting me to do on YouTube. And I said I would get around to doing it eventually as long as I was not pestered into doing so. And so I've decided to finally show some of my VHS tapes, in which I'm going to start with the Disney ones. I'm going to show the Disney Black Diamonds. But joining me for this video are Patrick Butler and Crystal Jones.
Together.
Hi.
Hello. So anyways, let's get started.
By the way, she wanted to give you something.
Alright, what?
Do it.
Ouch! Alright.
That was me.
First tape we're going to show is the 1984 Black Diamond tape of Robin Hood. The very first tape in the original Black Diamond Classics collection. I've had this tape in my collection for almost 5 years now. I got it at a First Cash pawn shop in December 2008. And it was the second Disney film released after Walt Disney's death. And there's Tiger, my cat. He's looking at my tapes too. There's 2 critique reviews on the back from Q Magazine. It says, "Hooray! A Walt Disney full-length animated cartoon which is both delectable for the youngsters and wryly sophisticated for us older folk. Los Angeles Times says it's rich, full animation. There is nothing else really comparable in the market." Yeah. And I think Robin Hood is a good movie. It's a very fun one to watch. It's that diamond there, and there's the Walt Disney Home Video sticker. Now I'm going to show the tape itself. The tape is actually still in pretty good condition. It can get a bit jittery, but it's aging, so... It's a later pressing from October 2nd, 1985. It's actually my mother's birthday. This tape opens with the 1984 FBI warnings, along with the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, and then the start of the film. And after the film's over, it has the Walt Disney and You promo at the end. And as for where Robin Hood ranks, it's somewhere in the top 20. I'm not exactly sure where yet. Here's a good one. The original 1985 release of Pinocchio. I got this from NWB 1989 back in February 2011. He found it at a half-price bookstore, and he decided to let me have it.
And that is one of his favorite Walt Disney movies.
It's his number one favorite. It's his number one favorite, Patrick.
Yeah. So is mine.
Uh-huh.
And Chris's.
It's a masterpiece of fantasy, said by Newsweek, and the New York Times says the best thing Mr. Disney has done, and therefore the best cartoon ever made. Yeah. This used to be in the top 10, but now it dropped into the top 20. Don't exactly know where yet, but there's that same diamond, except it's not collared. And here's the tape. And print date is August 5th, 1985. This is the copy that does not have the trailer for the Black Cauldron, just the 1984 FBI warnings and the 1984 Classics logo in the film. And inside here, a business reply card. It's almost 30 years old and nobody ever wrote on it. It's a nice bonus. If it doesn't have a trailer for the Black Cauldron and it has some business reply card in there, that's a good bonus. Alright. The original Classics release of The Sword and the Stone from 1986. This is the black clamshell version. I got this off Amazon back in August 2011. And this is also a pretty fun movie to watch. It's also somewhere in the top 20, not exactly sure where. Judith Christ says it's a thorough delight. The songs are bright and singable, the artwork lovely, and the plot charming in its twists and turns. And the New York Times says it's a warm, wise, and amusing film. The humor sparkles with real, knowing sophistication, meaning for all ages, and some of the characters are Disney pips. Yep, here's the tape. I think this might have been a former rental, I don't know. Printed February 21st, 1986. And this copy has the 1984 FBI warnings. There's a trailer for The Journey of Natty Gann at the beginning. followed by the 1984 Classics logo, which freezes for 10 seconds. Then the start of the film. And after the movie's over, this actually has the Walt Disney and You promo at the end, which I found a bit surprising, but still very nice nonetheless. Okay. And here's the original Classics release of Alice in Wonderland that came in a slipcover. I got this off Amazon in January 2012. I actually used to have a copy of this, but I gave it to NWB 1989 back in 2010. But the slipcover was not in the best condition, but this is in excellent condition. And the New York World Telegram says, "You will be charmed, delighted, and deliriously amused by this latest example of the superb heights to which Disney has raised the art of movie animation." I used to have the Neon Mickey release of this of Alice in Wonderland, but I gave it away. Label. Printed June 17th, 1986. Okay. And then later that year, whenever Sleeping Beauty came to home video in 1986, some of the existing Classics titles that were originally released got new packaging and white clamshells. And the artwork was changed a bit. Like, for example, it have the full Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo there. And then the character in the profile diamond. Has the same critique reviews, so no need to read those again. I got this off Amazon back in May 2011. Here's the label. Print date is September 23rd, 1986. This has the same opening as the 1984 tape I have, but this doesn't have the Walt Disney and You promo at the end. Instead it has the black screen with that dial tone, whatever. Okay, here's the Classics reissue of Pinocchio from 1986. I got this off eBay in May 2010. And the ironic thing is, NWB 1989 was looking for a 1986 copy of this tape. There were only 2 copies available on eBay at the time, so he ordered one copy and I ordered the other. Here's the back. Yep. I was really happy to come across this tape. The label is still the same. It wouldn't be until later that year they would update the labels. Printed July 22nd, 1986. And this tape has the dark red FBI warning screens along with the video dealer announcement. And then it has the black diamond logo, which freezes for 10 seconds, and then the film. Okay. Here's a tape I found some time ago that didn't have a case. Lady and the Tramp. This is the 1987 release. I found this at some thrift store in Canton, Texas. It didn't have a case, but I decided to have it anyway. This is actually the later version of the label, which the title's on the top and the diamond's in the middle. And this tape does not have a print date. But it has the 1984 FBI warnings, then the 1984 Classics logo, and then the film. Okay. And here's the original Black Diamond release of Cinderella, 1988 VHS. I found this at a Goodwill store several months ago. Now, I donated the copy I had to a charity, but I decided to have this film again anyway, just for fun. Back. USA Today says it's a sheer joy and enchanting. And it's a pretty good film, but I have to say that it's not one of my favorites. I still like the film, though, don't get me wrong. Somebody named Katie Adams used to have this. I don't know who she is. There's no print date. But this tape has the 1984 FBI warnings, a trailer for Oliver and Company at the beginning, then the 1988 Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Classics logo, the 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the film. And the weird thing about this tape is, the first 5 minutes of it, the tape is, has some kind of line at the bottom, like the tape was not in that great of condition or something, but after about 5 minutes it goes away. Okay, here's the original 1989 Classics release of Bambi. Got this at a first cash pawn shop in December 2008. Or maybe November 2008, I'm not too sure. Okay. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times, the late Roger Ebert says, a perennial classic seen by every generation, remembered long after other movies have been forgotten. And this is definitely one of the all-time greatest Disney films ever made. There's the tape. No print date. And this also has the 1984 FBI warnings, followed by a trailer for The Little Mermaid, then the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the film. Alright, and when Bambi got released on video in 1989, one of the existing Classics titles, The Sword and the Stone, got updated with some new packaging, but the tape master stayed the same. This was from Half Price Books, but I got this at a Goodwill store some time ago. There's no critique review on the back. Okay. The label, though, is kind of updated a bit. It looks like it's from 1988. Maybe 1989, I don't know. And there's no print date. But it's basically the same 1987 tape master with the 1984 FBI warnings, then the 1984 Classics logo, and then the film. The only difference is, on this Sword in the Stone tape, the Black Diamond logo freezes for 10 seconds, but on this tape it does not. And here's the original Classics release of The Little Mermaid from 1990. I got this at a First Cash pawn shop store in December 2008. And Time magazine says, you could wish upon a star and not conjure up a more joyous animated movie. And that is the truth. This is one of the best films ever made. And of course this is the tape with the controversial artwork right there. Yeah. Here's the vertical ink label. You can't really see the print date, but it's March 27th, 1990. And this opens with the 1984 FBI warnings, the 1989 Classics logo, 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the film. Here's Peter Pan, the original 1990 Black Diamond Classics release, or as NWB 1989, and I like to say, Peter Pan! From that time we played Jeopardy! Junior Edition on the NES, and we had the Peter Pan category. The late Siskel and Ebert each say 2 thumbs up. You feel Peter Pan is your age, no matter what that age is. Yep. I got this at a First Cash pawn shop in October 2008, when I started getting into collecting again. Print date, March 24th, 1990. So this is a very early pressing. Okay. And there's the original Classics release of the Jungle Book. I have 3 different copies of this tape. We'll start with this copy first that I got at the First Cash pawn shop in October 2008. This is the very first tape I got when I started getting back into collecting, the very first one I ever picked up. People magazine says, for pure energy, high-spirited hijinks, and cascading joy, the Jungle Book is tough to top. And this is still in my top 10 favorites, but it's now number 4. Here's the ink label. Printed March 20th, 1991. And this copy has the 1984 FBI warnings, then the coming to theaters from Walt Disney Pictures bumper, followed by a brief behind-the-scenes look at the making of Beauty and the Beast, then the cut short 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo with the announcer saying, coming from Walt Disney Home Video. And then a preview for The Rescuers Down Under, the 1989 Classics logo, and then the film. I have another copy here, which I got at the First Cash pawn shop in July 2009. But this has the vertical sticker label. Later print date from July 25th, 1991. Same opening and everything. Well, clamshell's not really in the greatest condition, but it's okay. I have another copy here, which I got off Amazon in December 2011. This was originally sealed, but I kept that sticker there. some bonus material inside. We'll look at that in just a little bit. But here's the tape itself, with a print date from November 8th, 1992. This has the same opening, but this opens with the green FBI warnings and then the other previews from Beauty and the Beast and so forth. There's the business reply card. And save this proof of purchase. If it went back in the vault in spring 1992, how is there a printing from November 1992 existing? It's still nice though. Alright, and here's the 1991 Classics reissue of Robin Hood. I have 3 different copies here. Start with this one that I got at First Cash in November 2008. I've been trying to get a copy of this tape for years, and I finally got it in November 2008, and that Jungle Book tape I got in October 2008. Tape with an ink label. Printed June 18th, 1991, just 3 days before my 4th birthday. And this has the 1984 FBI warnings, the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo, then the cut short 1989 Classics logo with an announcer saying, "Look for these animated Disney classics on video cassette," with previews for the Jungle Book and the Rescuers Down Under, then the gold feature presentation logo, then the cut short 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the film. I have a later pressing here with a vertical sticker label. Somebody by the last name of Starnes used to own this tape. Printed September 25th, 1991. Same previews and everything. I got this at Goodwill in September 2011. Oh, yeah. And here's a reprint that I got from NWB 1989 in February 2012, I think. Yep. Printed on September 5th, 1993, so it was printed on my sister's 9th birthday. And this has the green FBI warning screens, the cut short 1989 Classics logo, and then the film. And now, here's the original Black Diamond release of my all-time favorite Disney film, The Rescuers Down Under. 3 different copies here. I'll start with this one that I got at Goodwill in August 2011. Time magazine says, "Tradition and innovation all on the same bill." This has a vertical sticker label. I've been trying to find a copy of this tape for a while, and I finally did. Printed an early pressing from April 26th, 1991. This has the 1984 FBI warnings, the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo, then a silent 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo with the announcer saying, "Don't miss this timeless Disney classic from Walt Disney Home Video," followed by a preview for the Jungle Book, then the gold feature presentation logo, the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the film. Here's another copy I have. Got this at First Cash in November 2008. Got it the day after Thanksgiving. Ink label. Printed July 8th, 1991. Same previews. And right there is a later pressing. It's a reissue that I got off Amazon in, I want to say December 2011, just before New Year's. Yeah. And I'll show you those extra bonus things in a little bit. This was printed on April 27th, 1993. This opens with the green FBI warnings, the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the film. It's the same proof of purchase for my Jungle Book reissue. And collect the very best in video. 101 Dalmatians. 2 disappearing classics, Fantasia and the Jungle Book. And other tapes like Pete's Dragon, Rescuers Down Under, Robin Hood, Dumbo, Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, The Sword and the Stone, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, 3 Caballeros, then The Brave Little Toaster, some Winnie the Pooh tapes, Tailspin, DuckTales, Sebastian's Party Gras, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, cartoon classics, sing-along songs, and mini classics, Frankenweenie, Dance Workout with Barbie, some Hollywood Pictures and Touchstone tapes, some Elvis videos, Simply Mad About the Mouse, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Okay, and here's the 1991 Alice in Wonderland tape, which I got at First Cash in October 2009. Same critique review and everything. This has an ink label that says Disney's Classics, printed on November 30th, 1992. This has the 1984 FBI warnings, the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the film. And here's the reissue of The Sword and the Stone. Same 1989 case artwork. I got this at an Ace pawn shop back in December 2008. The label was kind of updated a little bit. Printed on September 30th, 1991. But on this copy, it has the 1984 FBI warnings, the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, the Buena Vista logo, and then the film. And here's the original release of Fantasia from November 1991. I've had this ever since I was a kid. We got this back in 1991. Yep. Label. Printed November 19th, 1991. This was the last Disney animated feature to open with the 1984 FBI warnings. They're kind of cut short a little bit. Then it has the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, the 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, silent, then the film. On this copy, it uses the 1990 50th anniversary theatrical reissue. And here I have two copies of the original Black Diamond release of 101 Dalmatians. This one I've had since I was a kid. This one I got fairly recently at a Goodwill store. The reason why I got two copies is because this clamshell is not in very good condition. Had this since I was a kid, so... But in terms of favorites on my animated features, this is number 2 on my favorites now. Good Morning America says, great storytelling on a scale of 1 to 10. This film gets 101. Yeah, the clamshell is not in good condition. But the tape itself plays fine. Printed February 10th, 1992. And this has the green FBI warnings, followed by the bumper that says, coming only to theaters this 1992 holiday season. Then a sneak trailer for Aladdin. Then the lilac blue feature presentation logo. The updated Walt Disney Classics logo from 1992. The 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo. Then the start of the film. And after the movie's over, it has the film's Buena Vista logo, which has the remix version of the Walt Disney Home Video logo from 1986, with the announcer saying, stay tuned for a preview of 2 new Disney classics coming to home video and coming on video cassette this summer. At the part of coming to home video, it has the Walt Disney Sorcerer Mickey font, then the feature presentation font of coming to home video and coming on video cassette this summer. Then it has previews for The Great Mouse Detective and Beauty and the Beast. And this clamshell is in better condition. It's not in the greatest condition, like not mint condition, but it's in much better condition. And this has the Sorcerer Mickey next to the Walt Disney Home Video logo. This was printed on March 18th, 1992. Okay, and here's the original release of The Great Mouse Detective, which I've had since I was a kid. We got it at Target in the summer of 1992. Joel Siegel of ABC TV says it's magic. Siskel and Ebert gave it 2 thumbs up. And this is number 6 on my favorites list now. Yeah, it's number 6 in my top 10. And this uses the 1992 theatrical reissue on here. Print date of May 8th, 1992. This has the green FBI warnings, then a sneak peek at Aladdin, then the feature presentation logo, then the 1992 Walt Disney Classics logo, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the film. And after the film's over, it has previews for The Rescuers and Beauty and the Beast. Speaking of Beauty and the Beast, I happen to have it right here. I've had this since Christmas 1992. Michael Medved of Sneak Preview says, the best movie I've seen this year, period. The best for kids, the best for adults. This is one of the all-time greatest, and it's number 10 on my top 10 favorites. Printed on July 1st, 1992. And this has the cut short green FBI warning screens, then the same coming only to movie theaters bumper from 101 Dalmatians, but the music is intact in this. Then it has a trailer for Aladdin. Then it has a re-release trailer for Sleeping Beauty. Then it has the stay tuned after the feature for more special previews from Walt Disney Home Video bumper with the music. Then the feature presentation logo. Then the distorted 1992 Walt Disney Classics logo. 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and the film. And after the movie's over, it only has the preview for 101 Dalmatians at the end. Here's the 1993 reissue of Pinocchio. I got this at a Goodwill store last year. I decided to have it in the collection again. Gene Shalit of NBC TV says, Pinocchio is a classic that has carved an honored place for itself in motion picture history. And Pinocchio remains the most perfect animated feature Walt Disney produced, said by the Los Angeles Times. The label. Printed April 4th, 1993, so it's a bit of a later pressing. This opens with the green FBI warnings, followed by a sneak peek at The Nightmare Before Christmas, then a trailer for Aladdin, then the feature presentation logo, then the distorted 1992 Walt Disney Classics logo, then it has the Buena Vista logo, and then the start of the film. And here's the original Black Diamond release of Aladdin. I have 2 copies of this, and I'll explain why in a little bit. This copy I've had since I was a kid. Got it for Christmas in 1993. A film of wonders, amazing. There ain't never been a film like this, said the Los Angeles Times. You couldn't wish for a more wonderful film, said Joel Siegel of ABC TV. And this is number 3 on my favorites list. It's definitely a hit. Printed August 30th, 1993. And this has the green FBI warnings, then a sneak peek at The Lion King, then a preview for Pinocchio, then the feature presentation logo, distorted 1992 Walt Disney Classics logo, the 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and the film. Now, I got this copy at a Goodwill store last year. The reason why I got this was because it was originally sealed, but I decided to open it and look at all the good stuff in here, which I'll show you in a little bit. And this tape does not have the Sorcerer Mickey next to the Walt Disney Home Video logo there. This was printed September 26th, 1993. But if you look down there, it says January 14th, 1993. I wonder what that's all about. Well, let's get all the goodies out of here, and I'll show you what's on here. Disney Video Guide, Holiday Magic. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. I have that movie. It's very good. Then you have Sword in the Stone, Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland, Mary Poppins, Robin Hood, Pinocchio, available for the last time this century. Turned out to be false. Some of the Walt Disney Studio Film Collection tapes. Some other good titles, including Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Love that movie. Some sing-along song videos, including the newest one at the time, Friend Like Me. Some Little Mermaid tapes, some mini classics tapes. Mainly Winnie the Pooh mini classics. Some holiday favorites. Some Muppet titles, Fraggle Rock. Muppet Christmas Carol, which would be coming to video in November. Family Fun. Business reply card. Save $2 on the Aladdin soundtrack. Ooh. It's something from Pizza Hut. Of course, stop and smell the pizza. Save up to $15, get $5 back from Colgate toothpaste. Fox and the Hound, which would be coming to video in spring 1994, which I'll show that in a little bit. Aladdin for the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo. I have the Super Nintendo version. I used to have the Sega Genesis version, but I gave it away a long time ago because I like the Super Nintendo version better. Now we're going to get down to my last tape here, the Fox and the Hound. On the left is the demo VHS, on the right is the 1994 VHS. The demo VHS I got at Goodwill last summer. Joel Siegel of ABC TV says Superior, a landmark Disney film. Seattle Times says it echoes the dramatic moods and imagery of Bambi and Lady and the Tramp. Imagination 1980 also has a copy of this tape. Okay. Here's the tape with the vertical sticker label. It's yellow. Printed on October 12th, 1993. And this opens with the green FBI warnings, then a preview for the Fox and the Hound, then the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo, the Buena Vista logo, and then the film. And this copy I've had since I was a kid. I got it at Kmart back in 1994. Same critique reviews and everything. Here's the label. Printed on February 26th, 1994. Now this has the green FBI warnings, the trailer, a preview for The Lion King, then a preview for The Return of Jafar, then the feature presentation logo, the distorted 1992 Walt Disney Classics logo, the Buena Vista logo, then the film. And there you have it for all my Disney Black Diamond VHS tapes, which I have finally decided to show in the collection. And I want to thank Patrick and Crystal for being a part. And we'll see y'all in our next video coming soon.